Mr. Chairman, Deputy Minister of Education in charge of TVET, Deputy Director General, Ghana Education Service, NACA Governing Board, Regional Directors, representative from the students, from the teacher unions, and other allied agencies invited here. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. As you are aware, the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment has been involved in the development of pre-tertiary level curriculum. The first phase of the curriculum was the development of the KG to primary 6, which was completed and handed over to Ghana Education Service for implementation. As you all know, implementation started in September 2019. If you look through on the screen, it shows how a curriculum system operates. At the middle of this system is a curriculum framework. We started developing a national curriculum framework. Out of it, that the subject level curriculum were developed and handed over to Ghana Education Service. There are other important documents that need to accompany the curriculum framework. And these include the textbooks and instructional resources, the teacher guide, the assessment policies and practices that need to be developed to enable the full and effective implementation of the curriculum. We are in the process of completing the full cycle. So the first thing we have done is to develop the pre-tertiary level curriculum framework. The second thing is to develop the curriculum. And because each of the process, especially the first and second and the third, are mutually exclusive in terms of one preceding the other, we've moved towards the other stages. So textbooks are currently being developed by publishers, and we are also in receipt of some of them that have been completed, and we are in the process of reviewing. The other important document is the assessment and how children should be assessed as far as the new curriculum is concerned. And so what we have done is to initially conceptualize what form of assessment needs to go with the new curriculum, not only with the new curriculum for KG to primary 6, but also the subsequent ones that we have activated the processes of developing. And so this is a curriculum a framework for assessment from KG up to senior secondary school. And what we have done is to initially think about what should constitute an assessment. This morning, what we are going to do is to share with you what we have initially taught, our initial thinking. It is not a complete or finalized document. These are our initial thinking. And as part of an inclusive curriculum and assessment development process, what we do is to share our initial thinkings and thoughts with relevant stakeholders. And we have extensive stakeholders here from varied levels of the education sector, coming from different backgrounds. All of us gathered here to peruse and properly scrutinize the initial thinking. And we hope that by the time that we're done with this process in the next couple of hours, we would have feedback that will actually improve the quality of the initial thinking and give us a document that will be will have an extensive buy-in from our stakeholders. We have done this across the country. We started with the northern sector, where we had discussions with more than 700 participants. We went to the Middle Belt and we had extensive discussion with a huge number of participants, and we have similar here. At the end, we are looking at engaging more than 3,000 people. And our understanding is that by engaging more than 3,000 people, you are engaging over 3,000 views on as far as the processes of assessment are concerned. And so that's the purpose of today's gathering. We are to subject the initial thinking of an assessment framework to extensive, critical, intellectual discourse and scrutiny, and then help us shape the initial thinking and produce a document that is representative of the minds and varied views of relevant stakeholders in the education sector. Thank you very much.